Patrick Mahomes is the most dangerous player in the NFL. That much we can agree on. He makes ridiculous throws that maybe three other quarterbacks in the league can make. And he does this on a fairly routine basis every week, dissecting defensive coverage, manipulating defenders, and making crazy, ridiculous, big-time throws. Mahomes is in year 6 of his career and has already solidified himself as one of the all-time greats with an MVP and a Super Bowl, and in my opinion is on track to win at least another MVP this season. Caesar Sportsbook Betting lists the top 5 MVP candidates as Justin Jefferson, the receiver for the Minnesota Vikings, at number 5, with Jalen Hurts of the Eagles at number 4, Josh Allen of the Bills at 3, Joe Burrow of the Bengals at 2, and leading the race is Mahomes. With the exception of Justin Jefferson, there's a reasonable debate to be had between Allen, Hurts, and Burrow for the top spot. Specifically, I think Burrow or Hurts are the two guys with the strongest case against Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts is 13-1 in his starts this season, and the Eagles are hanging on to the number 1 seed in the NFC. He's taken massive strides this season as a passer, just looking much more comfortable in the pocket. Certainly adding talent to the offense through A.J. Brown and having guys already there like Dallas Goedert or Devontae Smith has made his life easier, but Hurts' dynamic ability to run the football and looking much more comfortable as a passer just makes him look that much better. His numbers this year are fantastic, with 4,200 yards and 35 total touchdowns. The only issue with Hurts is his injury. Though he played almost every game this season, Hurts did get injured in a game against the Bears and missed a game against the Dallas Cowboys. Reports today say he's doubtful to play in Week 17. So Jalen Hurts deserves credit for playing great football this season, and his name should be in the MVP conversation. But it's going to be hard to vote for a player that's missing pivotal games down the stretch of the season. That leads us to who I think has the strongest case against Patrick Mahomes, and that's Joe Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals. Burrow has accounted for over 4,500 yards and 39 total touchdowns, while completing a whopping 69% of his passes. He's also led the Bengals to an 11-4 record, winning 7 straight games. Joe Burrow is one of the smoothest operators playing quarterback I have ever seen. He is so calm and poised in seemingly every moment of the game. He always takes what the defense gives him, and yet never sacrifices the big plays down the field. Now, the Bengals offense was struggling a bit early on in the season, but reports said the Bengals coaching staff allowed Burrow to take more control in the offense. So oftentimes he's calling his own plays and designing his own game plans. Not that other veteran quarterbacks don't have input in this kind of stuff, but this just shows how smart and instinctive that Joe Burrow is. And I think it's unfortunate for him that he plays in a league and he plays in the same conference as Patrick Mahomes, because I think in any other league year, he would be most likely the front runner for MVP. So that leads us to Mahomes, who is clearly the front runner for MVP. Mahomes is on track to throw for well over 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns. He leads the league in yards, touchdowns, QBR, PFF grade, and big-time throws. Mahomes is dominating the league in production despite the loss of Tyreek Hill. But it's not just the production that Mahomes is leading in. Simply put, Mahomes is just more talented than anybody else on the field. Maybe no one, and I mean no one, has ever had the skill set of Patrick Mahomes. He has one of the strongest arms in the league, and yet has no lack of accuracy, which you often see with those kind of strong arms. Maybe they don't have the accuracy or the anticipation or the touch of the ball. Mahomes has everything, and he's even mobile. Like, he showcases a rare escapability inside of the pocket to extend plays down the field. I think we can all agree that Mahomes hits the home run balls more than anybody else. But I think this season he showcased the ability to play more relaxed and comfortable by taking what the defense gives him. It's not only deep balls down the field, but it's calling audibles at the line of scrimmage, or just taking shorter passes or throwing the ball away when nothing's there. You would think after Mahomes' first MVP run, where he had a legendary 5,050 touchdown season, that he couldn't get better. But you can definitely make the argument that this season is in fact Mahomes' best season, because he's doing it without the guy that he would have those big-time plays with in Tyreek Hill. He has a sort of lackluster-ish receiving room. I mean, yes, he has Kelsey, but with that one option, you could definitely point to other situations around the league and say, this guy has better weapons. Mahomes is essentially repeating what he did back in 2017, and he's doing it now with a seemingly worse situation. And I think the Chiefs don't even have as strong of a team in terms of roster talent this season as they have in the past. And yet, they're still first place in the AFC West. They are the second seed in the AFC overall, and they could very easily win the AFC. So, I mean, yes, there is a case for Jalen Hurts. There is a case for Joe Burrow. There's maybe a little less case for Josh Allen, but you can certainly argue Burrow or Hurts. But I think when comparing situation, comparing production, comparing talent, comparing even like late game clutch type of situations, I don't think there's another answer other than Mahomes. And this is really like fun to watch. It seems like every week you're expecting a Mahomes dominant game, and when he doesn't give that to you, the world is shocked. So in my opinion, Mahomes is the obvious choice for MVP. And if you disagree, definitely let me know. I definitely want to hear everybody's thoughts, and I would love if you would go down in the description and you would follow my socials and maybe tweet at me, or you can follow my Instagram. And definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe. It's the easiest way to support the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.